downshift it and give a little gas.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't want to start over.
Downshift it and give a little pep.
I don't know if it's a red light. I can't see.
It doesn't matter. It's got good brakes. It's a green light.
I keep revving it and I downshift. That's fun. That's solid.
So for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you know this has been my main project. I've had this car for about 8 years. Molded Varis wide body, Porsche ultraviolet paint. But something that I thought was really, really cool about the Corolla, and it immediately stuck out to me, is how similar in stylization the two cars are actually. Obviously, one is a stock hatchback. Looking at the Evo, the way that I had the kit molded, if you look at it from the front fascia, it's really difficult to actually see the wide body kit on the front bumper and even the front fenders. These, like right here, is OEM aluminum fender. This is the kit. And the way I had the body shop mold it, you can't tell. It just blends in. I didn't want any wide body kit lines. And same for the front bumper. You can't see where the additional wide body part is onto the bumper. And if you look over at the Corolla, it's really similar. So you have the kit that's just seamlessly into the fender and the front bumper. You go back to the rear quarter, that's the only place where I wanted to leave this kind of line. Like, I could have had that completely molded away, but I wanted that as an accent line, you know, as an additional line, because I really like the way you have this sweeping line that comes up, and you have the existing body line on the doors right there. And it's really similar on the Corolla. You know, you have the only spot on the car that has basically a wide body that is visible is that rear quarter and that rear door. And you go to the back bumper, same thing. You can't tell. It's all perfectly seamlessly into it. And that's exactly how I had the Evo molded. So these are just some like compare and contrast points to these two cars. And I can't wait to do a video of driving both of them back to back just to give you guys a different feel. This notification, this avoid excessive acceleration due to temperature, has been popping up literally since my test drive. I believe that that's just coded in for braking. I'm hoping so, at least. I haven't seen any temp problems or anything like that, but it's just been a little odd that it says due to temperature. But I'm pretty sure that's just there for braking. Once we get over there, 310, already that's crazy, a couple days, but once we get that to 620, so we're actually exactly halfway there, then hopefully that will pop away. I'll keep you guys updated on that though. Hi.
Hi.
So we just went and bought a new mount for the car. We are going to give it a shot, see if it's bouncy or see if it actually works. It's on there really solid. Like, I'm shaking it right now. I don't even know if the shake's coming through. But this is going to be Emily's first drive of the GR Corolla. So she's gonna give her first impressions for driving the car. Her basically weekend driver Subaru that she owns, because she used to drive the Corolla more than that.
Far.
But yeah, here's her first driving impressions of the car. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. Be forewarned, the clutch is very light even compared to the Subi when I was moving the cars around.
I'm not gonna stall your car like you always stall mine.
Why you gotta be like that, man? I'm just not used to the Subi, all right? I don't know what it is.
Still,
I don't know what
I've
it
had
is.
the car for 2 years.
I don't know what it is, but that car,
You cannot drive the Subi.
No, I literally can't. I don't know why. But I could drive the Evo totally fine, stage 1 clutch, totally fine. This car...
You're telling me I just need to build it, and then you'll drive it?
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
It just...
Yep.
Just freaking smack.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't like... I was expecting it to have some like pressure.
Mm-mm. Oh, we'll put you in 30/70 rear split. Go ahead and hit the IMT button on the left.
Yes, oh.
The one, yeah. So that's going to be auto matching rev shift. So you'll just clutch in, put it in the gear that you want, and it'll just pop the revs up to what you want.
But not like the Subi. The Subi has rev matching, and you have to like blip the gas a little bit. Mm-hmm. But in this car, you don't even need to press it.
No gas pedal, yeah.
That's a little weird. I'll go this way. We didn't stall. Notice that?
Good start. This camera seems really smooth. $20 target mount.
Is smooth.
It's not torquey, right? Like, it's a very torquey car, but it's not
when
like
you get
throwing
on it,
you.
it is. That's why I like this car a lot, because it's like total like mom dogmobile car, but at the same time, it's like also capable of being race car or dadmobile.
I was gonna say, I see what you're doing with it. You're already claiming it. I see the move.
Well, you know, what's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine.
Oh, I was telling Emily this though, because somebody commented on the last YouTube video about how they have a supersonic red Tundra, and I didn't even know they made supersonic red Tundras. So I was telling Emily, I'm like, the dream setup would be turn this into a track car, get a supersonic red Tundra to tow it to the track in, and that's just like ultimate Toyota flex right there.
Dude, this car is smooth.
It's really smooth.
I really thought I was gonna have to get used to the clutch, but I didn't need to.
I like the hair flip. Brakes are good too, right? Brown?
Yeah.
Like you.
It feels better than the Subi, and I hate to say that.
I was telling you.
Arg. Come on, give me a green light. That was rude.
I'm gonna have to get another setup. We do have like a 360 cam that we've had for a minute.
Never used it.
Never used it. We bought it for. Wait. No, let's talk. No.
No.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
We are hobby hoppers.
Nope.
I need to buy things and don't use them. No. I press the gas on the downshift. See, it's too like habitual to like when you downshift to like blip the gas.
She's saying how we're serial hobby hoppers, which is true, totally true. But we bought the camera for a certain drift car that has never seen the track. The mount's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's not very bumpy. Let us know if you guys think it's bumpy. All right, am I used to the car enough?
Yeah, go ahead and downshift it and give a little gas.
Are you sure?
Yeah, downshift it and give it a little pep.
I don't know if it's a red light. I can't see.
It doesn't matter. It's got good brakes. It's a green light.
I keep revving it when I downshift. That's fun. That's solid. It throws you a little bit. Obviously, I can't. There's a car in front of me. I can't like send it, but no, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I unfortunately think it's smoother than the Subi, and it's better on turns than the Subi. It is more money than the Subi, though, so there's that.
Yeah, there is that.
But what sold it for me? Heated seats. Subi has that too, though. But they're honestly like spicier in here.
Yeah, because it doesn't auto turn off.
Yes, I hate that. It drives me nuts. I'm constantly like pressing the button.
Yeah, like turn it off and put it back on if you want it to keep going.
I like to be toasty. I don't care how long it is.
Turn the heated steering wheel on just for the feel of it.
Where's the button?
On the far left, kind of close to the IMT button. Down there.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. So this is kind of cool. I can actually talk without having to process the driving aspect.
Well, I mean, you have to backseat drive because you.
No, you're doing great. Emily's feeling better, by the way. She's not 100%, but voice-wise, it's almost all back.
Yeah, I don't sound like a chain smoker. I did the other day. That was not great. Casey's like, oh, you sound cute. I sound like I smoke like 3 packs of cigs a day.
All right, so you're in 30, 70. Here, let's do the full driver mode. We'll put it in 50-50 split.
It's green.
We'll put you in sport mode, and we'll take traction off. So
you know, this heated steering wheel gets like uber toasty.
Oh yeah.
Like it's really spicy.
Do you feel a little difference in the steering wheel when I took off traction control?
Yeah.
Like, does it feel a little heavier?
Yeah. I don't like that.
It's pretty solid, right?
Yeah. This is so toasty.
Do you like the cluster like that in the sport mode?
I didn't notice it changed.
You see the revs? The
yeah,
revs are in a straight line now. For everybody out there that is either waiting on their allocation or, you know, is let's see, is this? Oh, the camera just got really dark for some reason. I think it's because the sun glare in the back. So for everybody that's either waiting for an allocation or is soon to be an owner of a GR that's watching, I'll do a walkthrough of it at some point. But you do have to make it pop into the sport cluster that's within the settings. So when you get the car at, like, you know, off the boat, I'll wait. Oh,
that's nice. When you're I guess it's like when you're used to like hitting like 70 in the Subi or the Evo, like you feel like you're going.
Oh, the Evo
like,
for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Like you feel that. But in here, it's just like easy breezy, you know? Like even when we were driving through the canyon, I was like, this car like does all the work for you. It really feels like you don't really need to be a good driver to drive this car good.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
100%.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much fun. Okay, we're chill.
Do you want to just go straight and then we could swap seats?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we are currently in Lake Forest. We're going to be heading through Santiago Canyon. For those of you that know the road, for those of you that don't, it's a relatively short, man, the camera got really dark. Relatively short, probably about like a 5 to 10 minute canyon run. It's not like, spacing on the name, Angeles Crest or even Ortega. Ortega is really close to us, and I will be doing an Ortega cruise pretty soon. But anyways, let me go ahead and switch this camera around and we will get to the canyon. All right, so coming up on the entrance to the canyon right now, we are in 50-50 track split with sport mode on, rev matching on, and traction control turned off. So let's go ahead and give it a go through this canyon. Sitting at about 4K RPM right now. Of course, going the speed limit. Nothing but the speed limit here.
Emily is definitely super comfortable.
Little blind crest right here.
I hate this section right here. You can't see.
Drops down.
Yeah.
So the beginning of this canyon is very open. The turns are really not tight at all. And then it kind of, right after that blind crest, it works into a lot more tight turns. But it's just, it's a really cool canyon. It's very short for what it is, but it's still very fun to drive through. Like we're taking these turns, you know, of course it's speed limit. No, but it handles so well. Like just the way this car is planted to the ground is really something that, you know, driving an Evo, my car before an Evo was a Audi A3 hatchback. And so I've gone through a fair share of all-wheel drive cars. I've driven Quattro, driven, you know, SAWC with Mitsubishi.
Tacoma.
I mean, Tacoma's four-wheel drive, so it's a little different. But Emily's car, you know, Subaru all-wheel drive system, and now with the GR4 platform, and just overall,
This is the best.
I have to say, at least for dry conditions, I have yet to get the chance to take it up to snow or even, you know, drive it in rainy conditions. But when it comes to dry conditions, just the way that this car handles is just so amazing. Like I'm not even giving it a bunch of input right now. I'm not even really taking it that crazy. I'm still keeping it below. I don't even think I've gone above 5,500, 5,000 RPMs throughout this entire.
The way this car handles is pretty crazy, yeah.
Oh, it's insane. Like I did a little late night canyon cruise through this run last night, and obviously with it being in the break-in, I'm not pushing it a crazy amount, but even then, I was still pushing it to a point where I was like, this is starting to get a little out of my comfort zone for a night drive. Like I'll outright say that, where it's like I'm not going to push myself past what I'm comfortable, especially at night when I don't have, you know, good lighting.
It just handles so much.
Auto rev matching is one of the coolest features I've ever experienced in a car.
So you don't block the gas?
Not at all.
Did it take you a while to get used to it?
No, because in my head I'm already thinking like, okay, well, the reason I'm downshifting is to slow down. So if I just couple that with also a consistent brake pressure and not having to heel toe or flip the gas or anything, it really allows for just very, very solid, like, you know, braking pressure and down speeds, and it's just,
hopefully I'll get used to it. It's just so like unnatural.
Oh yeah, it's quite unnatural for sure. Well,
yeah, that's the other thing is the body roll in the Evo and the Subi compared to this car, there's like nothing.
So, I mean, I'm sure somebody can quote me if I'm wrong, but this car has about, what I read was 30 times the
chassis weld spots where they spot welded. It's a spot welded chassis, so it has about 30 times as many spot welds as a regular Corolla hatchback. And then on top of that, they use even more panel glue as well. So the overall rigidity of this platform is very solid off the bat. I'm sure you add, if you go lowering springs or even, coilovers, and you add some more suspension components, it's going to make it a very, very fun driving car. But off the rip, this is such a good car. Like, I'm truly amazed with how it's handling. It's just a really fun car. I truly can't wait to have this braking period done so I could fully send it. Like, that's something I'm really waiting for.
Oh, also, some people were saying how like there was one guy that was saying like, oh, it's still a Corolla, like comparing it to the old one, when it's like, this is like night and day. And like Casey was saying earlier, he was telling me like, it's like saying a Lancer is the same as an Evo, like,
or an Impreza is the same as an STI. Like,
yeah, they're just totally different driving experiences.
Well, that's the thing, is a lot of people, they don't look at this class of sports car as any different from the base car, and I mean, that's just a really naive approach to it. Like, yes, they share the same chassis, but there is so much built upon it that if you really want to sit there and compare it, it's just not a comparison at all. So we have Emily's least favorite turn.
Ugh.
It's not even a bad turn.
It's just so bad.
It's just tight.
It's so bad. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's crazy how little a body roll there is. It literally feels like a go-kart. That's literally the best way I can explain it to you guys.
I'm just waiting on my buddies over at Precision Dynamics, which is a BMW shop local to us in Costa Mesa. All you Beamer boys, please hit them up, because
and even non-Beamer people.
Yeah, they'll really work on a lot of cars, especially when it's just, much more basic stuff. But it is a group of passionate people who are very, very good at what they do. And they
transparency.
Very, very transparent, very open about what they're doing to the cars that they're working on. They treat them as if they're their own car, which is truly and a very rare thing to come across for a shop. But anyways, not trying to plug them any more than I need to for right now. You guys will see them in a couple days and see their operation. But I'm just waiting on a time when I could bring the car over there. We're gonna do a full paint correction as well as a ceramic coat on the car, and then we will be getting the car up on a lift just to see the underside of it and maybe take a wheel off and show you guys some suspension works, and overall just really diving deep into this chassis and getting it going. So this is after like 300 miles. Like, we're talking a very fair amount of dust from those pads. It's not by any means like a crazy thing. You could obviously go with a different manufacturer's pad. Evo's on big brakes now. I got Rotora 6-pot fronts, 4-pot rears, but when they weren't Rotoras and they were Brembos, I just remember how much brake dust they were putting off. So I actually ended up going to Stop Tech pad just because they put off such less brake dust. But I don't know. I mean, if that's just a big deal to you guys, just swap the pads out. Probably what I'm going to be doing is keeping with OEM Brembo pads, but just ceramic coating the wheels. But yeah, just wanted to point that out real quick. Well, back to the apartment. Thank you guys for watching the video today. Emily finally got to drive the car, so really stoked on that. But yeah, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and we'll keep you guys updated on the process of this car. Thank you.